Do I still have hope for this country as someone who has served this country? Yes, and here's why. Without being flippant, here's why. I have been on TikTok for 5 American years, and not once did I ever tell anyone that I worked for the White House or USAID or the State Department. I only started posting at the end of January, and I'm not alone. I was at first, but not anymore. In my darkest hour, I've gone to my best friend and my community. She's an official with the DSA, and along with the community, here's what they had to say to me. If it's any consolation, this stuff's been going on for years. If we ever had democracy, we wouldn't have gotten here in the first place. So for me, it's not that we're going to lose it, it's how we will actually gain it finally. It's the illusion that's gone. We've never been a perfect union, we've just been aiming to establish one. As someone who works internationally and has seen countries rise and fall, literally, I worked on South Sudan when it became an independent country. I worked on Kosovo, which is only a 10-year-old country. And I've worked in failed states, which I cover in another video. What the United States has that other countries do not, or more so, 3 things. 1, a deeply embedded culture of dissent. We're loud. We're free to speak. We're accustomed to being free to speak in opposition to our government, in opposition to each other, in opposition to our HOAs. 2, we have a deeply decentralized federal system. Our states have their own systems and strengths and rights. And 3, we have very strong civil society engagement. This is something that USAID tried to build in other countries, again, to minimize conflict. So the warning signs are there. They are flashing. I'm not belittling that or ignoring that by any stretch. I've shared all the indicators, and we're ticking a lot of marks. The anti-democracy rhetoric, for one. The wealth inequality is one of the indicators I mentioned. That widening gap. Undermining courts, demonizing journalism, a couple of other markers. But this is a video about hope and why I still have it. This resistance is unique. It's multi-generational, multicultural, and grassroots. This is not just a bunch of hippies roaming around. This is suburban moms fighting book bans and grandmothers fighting anti-abortion laws. And it's been much faster than movements in the past have been. The civil rights movement and anti-Vietnam took years. Another reason is that the courts are still holding fast and blocked many anti-democratic moves. One of which includes that 300 government officials have returned to work because of a court order. These are the probationary employees. Local governments are still holding the line as well. In California, New York, Massachusetts, many others, who are passing laws directly opposed to federal policies. And finally, my personal favorite as a former journalist. Despite pressure and threats, journalism is still strong. Local investigative journalism is still exposing abuses and threats to national security like shared signal groups. But the responsibility is strongly on us to engage. Thinking about running for city council? Go for it. Thinking about running for local senate? Why not? Wanting to get involved in your local moms group? Why not Moms Demand Action? Or a host of others that have all seen increased membership. That best friend I mentioned earlier saw her local chapter of the DSA, which is in a major city in the United States, increase by 1/3, and she said that all of their chapters have shown an increase recently. Take a break from your algorithm, get outside, and get involved. That's what's going to make the difference. There is hope, but hope has hustle.